This is day 0 of the monk mode challenge. This is my thoughts, as genuine as it can be. I didn't spend time thinking about what I was going to say on this because I wanted it to be as natural as possible. I put together a list of non-negotiables during my monk mode challenge, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. Monk mode, if you're not familiar with it, it's a challenge it is most often used to find inner focus, to eliminate the distractions of life that often get in your way. And this looks different for many people. And I will share you what my non-negotiables are in a minute here. But why people do it is because they see how many distractions are in their life and they want to minimize that. They want to see what life is like by taking those out and how much more productive they can be. I'm someone that loves progress. Progress means a lot to me. And maybe most people would say that, but I feel like in particular, I crave progress more than most people. And instead of what most people do, which I am a victim of this too, where I wrote this down actually, let me find it. Instead of what most people do and place their goals based on an end result that they want to achieve, I would rather place my goals based on an action and do the action to achieve the result. You know, I'm sure maybe you've heard it before, where action gets things done, but intentions do not. You know, you can intend to look like a bodybuilder, but unless you go to the gym every day, even when you don't feel like it, you're not going to get to that point. So same thing with a focused, efficient life. If I'm saying as a male, as a 19-year-old male right now, I want to be driven and focused and, you know, work hard but do it well and with low distractions, then I want to see what that looks like without the mundane tiny things that always steal your attention. I wrote down a more thought out why that I would like to explain with you, or that I would like to read to you. The why that I'm doing the monk mode is read like this: behind every great challenge lies a great purpose. My why for this challenge is to become more self-aware of the tiny distractions that steal my energy and focus. Attention span has become the new currency in today's day and age, and I want to have control over what and where my attention goes. And that's it. You know, attention, you look at any app, how much watch time that the viewer has, the creator gets more paid. It gets paid more. So in this day and age when that's so common, I want to see what are the things that are taking up most of my attention. And here they are. For the next 30 days, from April 16th to May 16th, I'll be engaging in this challenge that I'm very excited for. I am. I'm going to read these off. I have 8 things, 8 non-negotiables. I'm going to read them from most challenging in my eyes to least challenging. Coming in at number 1 is no music. No music. I feel like music subconsciously steals so much of your thoughts. Not only like when you're singing it or when you're listening to it, but hours and several days later, you're just humming that song, and it's just the same lyrics of the same song that you've listened before, but you enjoy it. And why is that bad? Well, it takes off the processing of certain thoughts that might be more, how do I word it? It might be better. How would you know? How would you know that there was not a better thought? And I'm not saying that we have to be thinking of the best thoughts all the time about how to increase your income or whatnot. But I think that we miss out so often on things that are more valuable to us by listening to things that are so worldly. So music comes in at number one because I love music, even if it's good, encouraging music that is positive. If it steals your attention span, then it can become a negative thing. Number two, coming at number two is caffeine. No caffeine or beverages other than water. Fortunately, I'm not a beverage person. I do like caffeine and I use it daily, but I'm not a big soda drinker. So I do like sparkling water, but for that being like the worst thing I drink other than water, it's going to be a pretty easy thing in my opinion. Now the challenging thing would be the caffeine, because just like most people, they get used to a cup of coffee every day. So my current plan is 1 cup of coffee every day, and then on the weekends I have the equivalent of 2 or 3. I work a lot more on the weekends, and that's why. So it's going to be in a way, a cold turkey kind of cut. And I think from what I've read and from what I know, the first 3 to 5 days, maybe more, give or take, will be challenging. You'll feel groggy, your body will be confused, starved of something it's so used to. But in the end, I think it'll be a very good thing. So number one, music. Number two, caffeine. Number three, it's gonna be a challenging one. It could be the number one, is one cold approach every single day to a random person where I don't know anything about. Maybe, yes, like nothing. I don't know their name. It could be a male, female, any age, as long as I kind of read the situation as this is going to be not creepy. You know what I mean. So of just going up to someone and introducing myself, complimenting them, turning that into a conversation. My minor, as of right now, my 19-year-old self, want to go to university for my third year in the fall. Well, my minor will be in communications. So if I want to sharpen my skills of how to communicate and how to be less awkward with people, then I want to practice that. First-hand experience is going to be the best experience to have. What does that mean? Awkwardly going up to people and starting conversations. And then by that 30th day, when I've already went up to 29 people, I'm going to have an idea of what works, what doesn't, and I'm going to feel more comfortable. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm very excited. And I'll tell you why I'm excited more at the end. Number four is getting 7 hours minimum of sleep each night. I'm someone that's used to 5 or 6 hours of sleep every day. Do I wake up tired? Of course, yeah. But I'm a student. I work part-time, in school full-time. Anybody can name any excuse. I feel like the amount of sleep I get at this age is particularly important with how much I do. I need time for my body to recover, and 5 hours is cutting it short, in my opinion. Some of you that might work, but I think 7 hours is probably a pretty healthy number to go with. And for some of you, that might be even not seem like much, anyways. But that's the number. That's going to be an improvement for sure. So it doesn't matter the time I go to bed or the time I wake up. It just matters I need to get 7 hours of sleep. And I would like to have a time that I would do this particularly. The reason why I don't is because with me being in school right now, I have to go. I close one night of the week and then I open the restaurant at another time. So that would be difficult to have the same time to go to bed and wake up. So, alrighty, number 5. It's gonna be cold showers every single day. Now, the reason why this is lower on the list as far as difficulty is because I've been taking cold showers for over a year and a half. Now, I will make it harder though, and so in order for this to be more difficult for me to do. Now, I've taken warm cold showers for a year and a half. I like to shave with the razor. So when I go in the shower, first thing I do is I shave and I switch it to cold and then I shower. But for at least a minute when I'm in there, it's warm and it's easy, right? And then only the last bit of the shower, then it's more difficult with the cold. So I'm like, all right, if I'm going to do this monk mode challenge, let's increase the difficulty by shaving outside of the shower if that's just in the sink or whatever. And then the whole shower being cold water. And I actually did a jump start on that today, and it was amazing. I felt colder at first. And it's actually this like slightly numb feeling, which I know it's common when you're outside for a certain amount of time in a certain degree of weather. Your body gets like so cold for a little bit that it just there's some kind of heat. It's like a fake heat. It's like I think it's like a brain thing where it thinks, oh, you're actually not that cold. Anyways, I really enjoyed it. It's definitely difficult in the beginning, but then it was very rewarding with how used to it my body has gotten. So cold showers are number 5. Number 6, no social media. Easy. Thankfully for me, social media is going to be an easy cut. I don't have Instagram. Facebook I do have, but I'm never on there. And then YouTube is probably my biggest use outside of those apps. You know, you have your subscribers, they're usually self-improvement people. And, you know, that's going to be, it's not going to be too bad to cut that, at least in my opinion. That might change. That might change. We'll see. But I feel like that would be a healthy cut. Healthy cut. All right, number 7. It's going to be an important one. The difficulty is not very high, but the importance is very high. It's to pray right before bed and right when I wake up. First thing I do is right before I go to bed and right when I wake up. And it's easy, but it's important because I want to start my day thinking about God and how I can please him and how I can work for him. And then in the day saying, God, thank you for today. Thank you for all that was accomplished. And just do that for 30 days. You know, I think I should already be doing that, but I just don't do it enough. And doing this trial run for 30 days with the monk mode is going to be incredible to see what the results are. So I'm excited to do that. Finally, my last non-negotiable is exercise for a minimum of 30 minutes every single day. And the reason why this is the least difficult is because I love to exercise. And the reason why I included this is because I already exercise 4 to 5 days a week, but it's usually 1 to 2 hours. So now I'm going to exercise every day, but for a minimum of 30 minutes, which means I'll have to rearrange things. And the reason why this works out so well is because I'm doing a MURPH challenge in about a month, which involves push-ups, pull-ups, running, and squats. And it's a timed thing, and it's pretty fun because I can train 30 minutes every day to do one of these things. And you know what? What if one of the days 30 minutes of exercise can count as walking? I wouldn't personally, but I think it would. In this challenge, it could be like my rest day would be a 30-minute walk. So I'm very excited. I'm going to recap my 8 non-negotiables one more time. This is the pre-video to day 1. Day 1 starts tomorrow. So tonight I'll have to get 7 hours of sleep to start it. But other than that, I have nothing to do today besides tell you what these are. So for a recap, no music, no caffeine, besides water. 1 cold approach in public every single day. 7 hours of sleep minimum per night. Cold showers every single day. No social media, just basically no YouTube. Pray first thing in the morning before I go to bed. And exercise a minimum of 30 minutes every single day. I'm excited to do this challenge. I'll be doing a 2-minute update every single day for the next 30 days. So if you want to stay tuned to what that looks like, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And I'll end with the quote, live to be uncomfortable, because the day you become comfortable, you become complacent. Thank you guys. Bye.